our meeting so that in the event we miss it or you miss it or you have a friend that misses it, it will be uploaded on the YouTube channel, some YouTube channel, and let us all know what it's going to be. But secondly, I wanted to introduce our new board members. We have the board voted on Brian Head. You may speak now, Brian. Hey.
Like a real short, brief bio. Is that what you're wanting?
Well, I kind of was going to introduce y'all first and then go back for the bio.
Okay. Hey.
Okay. We've got.
Can we do the bio now?
I'll come back to that. Jerry.
I'm here. Hi.
Jerry's a new board member, and we also have Charles Conway. Where's Charles?
I'm right here. I'm here.
Okay, good. All right. We also have Donald Short.
Hello.
With Terry and Deborah Mosley.
Hey.
We have Stacy and Ben laying on the bed.
No, he's eating now.
Oh, okay. So we're excited about having and
slopping it down.
We have so we're excited about having new board members. We're excited about our new year. Hopefully, prayerfully, by April, we will be able to meet again in person. We're working on that. We don't have any idea what the law is gonna, the mandates are gonna be, so we don't have anything to say about that. But I wanted to let everyone that is on the board, let the people know a little bit about who you are, what you are, what you. So I will start. I'm Allison Andrews, and I've been beekeeping. I'm a generational beekeeper. My grandfather was a beekeeper. My aunt was a beekeeper. My mom dabbled in beekeeping with my grandfather. And so I've been beekeeping for long years. It's a huge passion of mine. We've had to learn to navigate through this crazy new virus, different ways to help encourage beekeepers, but that's my passion, always has been, and it always will be till I draw my last breath. I'm going to be a beekeeper, and I want everybody that I know to be a beekeeper as well and to be a part of our association. I think our association is one of the best associations I've ever been a part of. And we've got great people that do a lot of work and a lot of volunteering, and that is very much appreciated across the board. So I am thankful for the position. I'm thankful for the people that I have come to love and learn to have become my pretty good friends, and I'm thankful for that. And now, Stacy, it's your turn.
Hey, Stacy, your vice president. I've been in bees for what?
Could you try to pronounce your last name, please, correctly?
Van Dortrecht.
Thank you.
I am Stacy, period.
You say Stacy B.
No, well, I used to be Stacy P. Anyway, I've been in beekeeping for about 10 years with my lovely partner. We've got over 70 hives now. I'm also a licensed insured bee removal business. I have become very fond of bees, and I can't get enough education about the bees. And I love passing the education I do have on. Next.
Well, I guess I'll go next then. I'm sitting there looking at the screen. I'm Donald Short. I began beekeeping in 2010. 2013, Alabama Master Beekeeper. Also the owner of Short Stems Wildlife Solutions and Honeybee Removal. I've been doing honeybee removals and wildlife control now going on 16 years, or since 2004. I guess that's 16 years. Anyway, joined CABA in 2010, I believe it was, when I joined in with you guys. And, you know, had to look back. It's been steady. Proud to be here. And I'm one of the board members. Next.
I'm Kerry Mosley, board member. Been doing this now for 5 years. Kind of fell into it when we bought this house. It's been a journey. I've enjoyed it. What I like about it, it's a unique hobby. I mean, you can't do anything else and get a little bit of return on your investment. You can't fish and golf and hunt and do what we're doing here, but met a lot of nice people, good people in this organization. We try to help each other out. And I'm having a blast.
I'm Deborah, the treasurer, and I'm with him.
Oh, I'm also the catfish cook. If anybody don't know that, I'm the catfish cook.
That's true. That's true.
I hope that this year we are able to do I hope that this year we're able to do our picnic and get back to a little bit of our normal gatherings. I know things will be a little different, but it's okay. We're okay with being different. I'm just ready to get back involved with y'all. Some of y'all I see pretty regularly, but others I do not. But I want to introduce to you Brian, then Jerry,
Hey,
and tell us who you are, what your name is, what your passion is.
okay. My name's Brian Head, and I've been beekeeping since 2013. And I keep around about 8 to 12 hives in my backyard. I want to point that out. All you guys have property. I have a lot in Montgomery, and I have 10 hives back there. And my neighbors love me. They get free honey all the time. So they're, on swarm alert. So if I have a swarm, I get a phone call from a neighbor and I go get it. But I love beekeeping for one big reason. I've always been a big fan of outdoors. I've fished, hunted, I've done canoeing, backpacking. And when I found out about bees and being able to get involved in them, it was just natural for me. A big thing that led me to it, I've been a woodworker all my life. And when I got into it, I knew I could make hives and the frames, and I was really hooked. I could mix two passions then. But anyway, so that's where I stand with my beekeeping. I love it. And a lot of people have said here, we have a good group of people, and I agree with that. There's a lot of people here. I swear, if I met you on the street corner and we neither one of us kept bees, I would like you anyway. We're just a bunch of good, salt of the earth, good people in our group. I appreciate everybody.
Glad to have you with us, Brian.
Thank you. Next.
Jerry.
I'm sorry. I guess that would be me. All right. I'm Jerry Oakland, a new board member. I've been keeping bees for about 6 years. Started in March of 2015. Michelle's been doing for about 4 years now. I make just about all of my own beekeeping equipment. The only thing that I don't do is the inner cover and the telescoping cover. I just don't like having that much wood extra laying around to do that. I figure I can buy it cheaper anyway. And I work for a large wholesale nursery here in town, shipping manager and inventory control. I've got 2 grandkids. I got a third one on the way, which is due here any day now.
Fantastic.
Welcome aboard.
Amen.
Woohoo!
Want a cookie?
Charles, you're
Oh,
Well, I guess I'm next. Is anybody listening?
Yeah, we're down to you
we're all
now.
listening.
Well, My name's Charles Conway. I'm a new board member, and I've been keeping bees for about 4 years, and it's been a journey. I tell you, they're easy to get and easy to kill. That's my motto. So you got to cover all bases and try to do the right things at the right times. But it's pretty tough. It's not an easy hobby or a job, and I'm out there to try to help people if I can, and a lot of these guys in the group will know I'll come and try to at least do what I know to do, and if I can't help them fix it, I'll find somebody that can, and I've got a few hives. I've got about 15 right now, I guess, and I go and I like to catch bees. I do pretty good at catching swarms. I think I caught about 25 last year, and I gave a lot of them away. So, I try to help people if I can.
Yep,
And
I got 3 of them, Mr. Charles. Or no,
yeah,
4 of them, Charles.
I'm good. I'm glad to see they're still living. Way
Oh
to
yeah,
go.
all of them. You gave me some good ones.
But well, I try to set up close to people's apiaries because that's where the best swarms are. And but anyway, I enjoy keeping bees, and it's a good hobby to get into. It's not as easy as people think. I'll say that. And if I can ever help anybody in any way, you just call me. I'll be there.
That sounds good. Well, that's our,
Well, we also need to introduce, even though he's not here, Chuck Burns as a board member.
was just fixing to do that. Chuck called me on the way home. He does not Zoom. He's a board member. He's been keeping bees for probably, I'd say 10 to 12 years. He has a farm in Millbrook. He also runs the farmers market there in Millbrook. They do honey, and he and his wife and his family. And so he was not able to be on tonight because he's not very technologically savvy, which is 100% okay. But I did want to say to y'all, we're excited about moving forward with our new year. We are having to navigate a new path on the journey that we're on with this COVID mess. I just got off the phone with Katrina Mitchell right before I called the board meeting, and they are still saying April will likely be the first time we'll be able to meet as a group in person. For those of y'all who have never met in our little meeting area at the Elmore County Extension Office, it has been suggested by our board that we move outside in the barn area, which is open. It's not as closed in. And so we feel like that will be a little bit safer. I know that the state association they canceled their meeting in September. February symposium is all virtual. And right now we are, in fact, I have a board meeting at 7 with the Master Beekeepers program. We're not supposed to meet until April, if we meet then. So we've got a lot of things that are up in the air, and I appreciate y'all for hanging in. For you people that do not know, the board encourage us to get a new bank and find a new way to pay for our dues. So we have a Venmo account set up. It drops right into our CABA checking account. We're working on some things where y'all will be able to do in writing where you would be the best served in our association, what you do the best. If you're a good carpenter or a good IT person or a good cleaner upper or baker or artist or whatever you are, we want to know those things so that when we do open things up for our association meetings and our club sponsors, we are able to do so with good information from our members.
Y'all don't all talk at once now.
So you say, Donald, what are you doing? So
I'm sitting here at
Yeah.
the table.
So what where we're going, we don't really exactly know what the next few months hold, but I have been contacted by several schools about junior bee camp, and that will be something that we'll have to navigate as we get as things get closer. I feel like my personal feelings are, as soon as the COVID vaccine gets to everybody, not just first responders and healthcare workers and older people, I feel like that will be a good way to maybe move forward with in-person meetings. It's going to look a little different, and I just pray that we all will be patient with each other as we learn how to be the new normal for us. I'm not really a good sit down in front of the computer kind of person. That's hard. It's kind of hard for me to do that. But we've made it almost a year through this, and so we're kind of getting used to being on a computer behind a screen. But I sure miss every one of y'all. I miss hugging y'all. I miss talking to y'all. I miss seeing y'all's face in person. I'm a toucher, I'm a hugger, and I miss that. And I feel very depleted because of that. So whoever else is anybody else have any comments from the membership?
Allison, I got a couple questions for you. One, okay, in the newsletter they talked about doing or having a second CABA Facebook page that would be private only.
Correct.
Okay, so then is that going to be strictly? That's all going to be strictly just for paid members. Is that the way I understand it?
That is exactly correct. What has happened is our CABA Facebook page now has it just exploded, which we're thankful for and we're glad for and we're okay with. However, it was brought to the boards, it was brought up at the board meeting that we start a new CABA page that will be for just paid members to just do our housekeeping within our association.
Okay, so now,
Sir?
So my next one would be, so just out of curiosity, how many paid members does CABA actually have?
I think Deb can answer that question.
Deborah?
She might can.
Does it count? Does it count? I can tell you for 2021, 6.
There you go.
Did you get ours, Deborah?
Who's this?
Michelle.
No. Did you do it Venmo or?
No, we put a check in the mail yesterday.
A couple of days ago.
Couple days.
No. No.
Did you get mine, Deborah?
I got yours today.
Thank you.
Okay.
It bounced.
I'm sure y'all's will be the next day or two.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, then I got then another question just out of curiosity.
So you're 7 now with yours coming.
All right. Allison?
7, 8.
So do we need to link up to the Venmo, set up a Venmo account to be able to pay you through Venmo or Vimeo, however you say it?
Venmo.
Venmo, there you go. Do we need to set up an account to pay y'all through it?
Allison,
does that
you
work,
tell me about
Allison?
setting up an account?
You can go through the Venmo app, or you can go through the Venmo on your computer. You would have to either, I'm not sure if you have to have an account or not. Kathy, do you know the answer to that question?
I don't deal with Venmo, so I have no idea.
All right. How about Kenny? Do you know?
I think you sign up for one, but I mean, it's kind of like signing up for PayPal. You link your bank account or whatever you want to link to it, and then go from there. It's pretty straightforward.
Just mail a check.
There were no fees attached to that. That's why we didn't
No.
do PayPal.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah, it's free.
We're still thinking about getting a credit card Square, but that's not been 100%. Nobody really wants that responsibility, really. I have a Square, but it's my personal account, and so I know Stacy probably has one. I know Kathy has one, but no, we don't have one for. So,
it's easy.
You can all send me your information. I'll be glad to put it on my Square.
Yeah.
For a nominal fee, right?
Sure.
Yes. Hey, is that Chris?
Now.
Chris, was that you that said something? Okay, well, Chris, I've already told everybody that you were videotaping or audio taping or whatever taping. We had several members that requested that be something that they could upload as we go forward with our meetings. We were going to get Brian to do our meeting time on assembling your hives. So I think we did not give him enough time. We only gave him 1 week.
He's a wimp.
So
Yes, I did mine in about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, you had what, 9?
Yeah.
Y'all want me to do an assembly type of demonstration, assembly, or actually making wood parts? What do you? I'll do. I mean, I don't care.
You mean you
Don't
haven't
give me
even
something to do. I'll do it at the next meeting.
Well, we kind
Y'all want
of
me to do something at the next meeting?
went through 2020. Stacy, did we get all of our 2020 classes done, and we really weren't able to do any meeting time on what we had. So we might have to go back and revisit that. We would love to hear from our membership what y'all want to hear, what y'all want to see visited as far as meeting times go. That's what we're about, promoting beekeeping, trying to help people get through with what they're getting through with. And so y'all need to let us know what y'all want to hear, what y'all want to see, what y'all want to do.
Donald's playing with a squirrel.
Hey guys, this is Karis or Dolly. I've got a quick question about the Venmo.
Go for it.
I went just now to try to pay. Is it listed under Central Alabama Beekeepers Association or CABA, or how would I search it to pay on Venmo? Because I have a Venmo account.
It's CABA Bees, CABA -Bees, capital C, capital A, capital B, capital A -Bees.
Okay, thank you.
Did you get it?
I mean, I'm about to look.
Donna, what's the story of your new pet?
Oh, that's just she's rescued. I killed her mama.
You killed her mama.
Well, yeah, I mean, I trap critters on Maxwell. I trap squirrels down there on the base get them out of houses, and so we trapped the mama in a kill trap on one of the houses, and then so I'm stuck with a baby to raise it. So I don't kill everything.
Well, let's see it. Let me see it. Oh my! What's his name?
Well, Clara calls her Twinkle.
That's a pretty name for her.
She's a sweetheart.
Does she?
So how old is she?
Say again?
How old is she?
She's probably right at 6 weeks.
Okay.
She's pretty young.
Pretty big for 6 weeks.
I mean, she's
Hey.
old enough to be weaned.
Is Kathy still on?
Yes.
Kathy, can you please tell us a little bit about the February symposium, please?
Let's see, it's gonna be online, of course. And what's kind of cool is you register for $20 and you'll have up to 2 weeks after the symposium to watch all of the speakers. So you'll get to see all of them if you really choose to. Jack has done a really good job on making sure that things are spread out so that you're not sitting, the symposium was always one big day, but instead he's done it over a couple of days just to make sure you're not sitting at the computer for 8 to 10 hours staring at it.
I got a text message. You don't. Yay!
So I don't know if there's anything else you want to know about.
How can you sign up for it?
There is a link. I will, when I post my Facebook post on Friday, I'll make sure I put that link in the Facebook, CABA Facebook.
Hey, also, thank you, Kathy. I wanted to let y'all know that Jeff Williams, remember he came to our CABA meeting about 2 years ago this month, and he did the survey. Do y'all remember that survey that he did?
Yeah, he's the one that that showed up late.
Yes, he did show up late. Thank you, Jerry. Hey, he has asked us to do a survey again. I know that Shannon sent that out for us maybe a month ago, and he said only 3 to 5 people sent it out. I told him I would revisit that. So I will get that resent out. If we can do that for him. I think that's how they get some of their funding. If I'm not 100% sure of that, but I believe that that's what he communicated with me in the past. So that's something that I would love for us to do as an association. I don't know if our association is the only one doing it. I hope not. But so if I send that out to send it out as a group, I know it's kind of a pain in the rear end to do stuff like that, but that's really helpful and beneficial to our beekeeping people. They're trying to keep beekeeping records.
I got your Venmo payment.
Yay!
Hooray, technology.
And also, if I could let people know, if you haven't printed out the membership form, if you would do that, please, and send it to me. Regardless of how you pay, we still do need that membership form filled out.
They can email it to you, right, Deborah?
In an hour.
I prefer to be anonymous.
You prefer Too late.
Yeah, take a picture of it and send it to you.
However you want to get it to me. If you could get that to me, please. That will allow us to stay in contact with you through emails and all that, so we know that we've got your up-to-date information.
Well, you'll have ours when you receive our check in the mail.
Thank you.
Ditto.
If you don't get it, Deborah, let us know, because we've had problems of losing things in the mail here lately.
All right. Stacy, when did you tell me you mailed your? It came today.
Tuesday?
Okay. If I don't get it Friday or Saturday, I'll let you know, Michelle.
Okay.
And Allison, if I'm right, once they pay their 2021 membership and Deborah acknowledges receiving it, then you and Deborah will be putting them on to the new Facebook.
That is correct.
Okay.
I think that there's just 3 people on there right now. So we'll all get in contact with each other. If you pay your and 2 or 3 days go by and you've not been invited to join the Facebook page, give one of us a text or a call and we'll try to get that taken care of. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to communicate?
I had a question about the symposium here in a couple of weeks. Since we're doing the whole social distance remote learning thing, are they gonna do the master beekeeping stuff this year or no?
I have a board meeting in about 10 minutes with the Master Beekeeper program. I'll let you know, stand by for that.
Cool.
They changed it from February. We changed it from February to April, but we're not 100% sure that it's going to go through in April. That's what we're voting on when we have our meeting. So they have found a place in Coleman, Alabama, that is an outside venue. We were not able to do it because of the school has stipulations that they won't allow us to do it there. So we had to find an outside venue for it, or primarily outside. And so that's what we're doing. So I will let everybody know when that decision has been made.
Allison,
Yes.
Allison.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is not a bee related question, but I gotta ask you, that strawberry honey butter that I gave to you, how was it?
That was good. That was delicious. The pecans were out of this world, and I ate the last one this morning. I meant to send y'all a message, and I was too busy at work. They were it's all delicious, and I'm very thankful that y'all shared them with me.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I really am.
And folks, don't hate because I can't help it that I'm the favorite.
You're a lot of people's favorite, Allison. It's okay.
Well,
I have a question, please.
Who's speaking?
This is Gabrielle.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Gabrielle.
I'm very, very new to this. Matter of fact, I don't even have bees yet. And I'm wondering if there is a list of mentors. I've seen actually Shannon a couple of times, but she's quite far away from me. So I was just wondering if there's a list.
Where are you at, Gabrielle?
I'm in Prattville, but closer to Booth.
I'm in Verbena, Gabrielle. Just really north of Verbena at the southern part of Clanton, between Enterprise and Cooper area. So I could probably help you some. I don't know who is closer to you, but I'm not too far from you.
Oh, great, because I mean, I've read books, I did all the pre-stuff that you're supposed to do, but now since I'm getting bees, I could use a little bit more help, info.
TV Star.
Do you have any hives ready for this year?
TV Star.
Oh,
Gabrielle, do you have any hives ready for this year? Ready to go for this year?
I ordered some. And I got,
Okay.
I forgot what they're called now. The buildings. Yeah,
Yes.
so, yes, I do have that. I got that all set up. I got everything ready to just basically
Cooking hamburgers.
put them in.
Get the beef.
So,
I don't think I'm gonna eat that.
Uh,
Okay, folks, I'm gonna have to
Donald,
stop.
is there a way I can, I'm
You know
sorry.
No, I'm
Yes,
gonna have to sign off.
Is there a way I can get a hold of you, Donald?
yes, ma'am. Let me give you my phone number if you want to write it down real quick.
Got it?
Okay, it's 205 757 2305.
Okay. Thank you. I'll give you a call.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all move.
Come on.
Mommy. Twinkle, I love you.
What's our next topic?
I don't know, Donald, please tell me you're not going to clean your teeth now with that. Okay. Leave it up to Donald.
I've got
No,
a
I
great
get-
squirrel dumpling recipe.
I'm gonna be picking my teeth if I eat my squirrel. So
Glenn, you got to lighten up your background. Nobody can hardly see you.
Me?
Yeah, Glenn.
Oh,
Probably
My
just need
face
to
is
turn the
white.
light on in the room.
Exactly. I had some problems earlier on getting on.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
And Martha slid out of here without me saying hi to her. But everybody else doing okay?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anybody taking account of how many hives they've lost this winter?
I've
Just one.
lost one already.
Out of how many, Brian?
0. 10. I didn't lose any this year.
Who said 0?
I did.
I did. I did. Too.
But the winter's not over with yet.
Well,
The winter's
no,
not over with yet.
it's
We
not.
got some hard times coming.
Yeah.
They're still good. They're still good to lose till about March. So anyway, yeah.
Mommy.
I think
Oh,
we've lost one out of our 5, and it left us probably maybe about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and therefore it's still doing good. It's just that we ain't quite figured out why that one there left. It had plenty of stores in there. It had a bag of sugar on top of it, and it was doing good before. Or about Christmas time, and then when I do it, they just want up and leave.
Well, everybody's still feeding their bees though, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You got your pollen traps out?
Yeah, it keeps the mailman out of the driveway.
Y'all quit. Go get ready for bed.
Remember my homework.
So who's going to volunteer to take over the newsletter?
Well, we need to,
That's
I'll
not,
think about it.
that's a volunteer position. It does not have to be voted on by the board. If somebody needs to step forward and say yay.
The pilot light.
we have.
What was that? Was she doing that with like a Word file or something?
I'm not sure. Her and Ben talked about it, and she took Ben's idea and sort of went a little bit different. So I'm not sure how she was doing it. It didn't matter how she did it as long as it got done as far as we cared.
Okay. And it comes out monthly, right?
Yeah, we
I get-
prefer to
okay.
have it out like a week before, but no
Before
later
the
than the
meeting?
Sunday before.
How is the stuff assimilated to put into it? She waits on from all the writers of the things in it to send.
Well, she
Is that how
has
that
to
works?
wait. Whoever does it has to wait for Allison's president notes and then Kathy's corner. But
Yeah.
Shannon was taking the previous Facebook notes of Kathy's and putting that into the Facebook. Otherwise, Kathy is very good at bringing and giving you 3-4 months of articles ahead of time, whichever way you want to do it on
Okay.
that. And then everything else, you just have to go through the web pages or wherever you want to find articles that you think would be nice to pass along. And I would like to see Shannon. Shannon did something different and I loved it. And that's when she would go out and interview somebody every month, you know, and talk about how you got started.
One of our beekeepers.
Right. And then they would recommend the next month's people. And Shannon would call and say, hey, you know, so-and-so referred me to you. Would you be willing to do it?
Okay. I'll take it on, but I want to be able to give it away if it gets to be too much. My plate's loaded in life in general right now. I'm vice president of another group and it keeps me real busy.
Yeah.
But I'll do it. And if I get bogged down with it or get behind in it, at least I'll ask for some help from somebody. But yes, I'll take that on. I'll do the newsletter.
I'll pass that on to Allison.
Yeah. And the next one I need to have ready, because I'm doing it, is the week before the meeting next month, just so I'll have a timeline. Is
Yeah,
that
really,
right?
you're gonna be busy next month. You got the meeting and the newsletter.
Don't scare him, Stacy. Don't scare him.
Hey, I think I scared him last Tuesday night on the way home from the board meeting when I called him and said, congratulations.
Sometimes when you get voluntold, you have to. Sometimes when you get voluntold, you have to volunteer.
I thought I was the only one that got voluntold to do anything.
No, Jamie. By the way, I don't know if any the new board members were talking earlier. I want to mention something about 2 board members here. Some of you may have heard it before, but Jerry and I have known each other since 1973.
I'm sorry.
We're 2 years. Jerry and I have known each other since we're 2 years short of having a 50-year friendship. I appreciate you, Jerry.
Yeah, thank
Still
you.
hanging together after 50 years. That's right.
Bringing a tear to my eye right there now.
I'm telling you.
If I was there, Jerry, I'd hug you, man.
Hug a squirrel.
Anyway. Donald, if you end up with another squirrel, I want it.
Well, you can come on my house as many as you want.
Just how soon you need one.
Let me tell you our squirrel story. She came up with one from the Ark Animal Clinic in Millbrook and brought that thing home, and she fed it and had it in a cage out on the screen porch. And how did that thing get? Anyway, when it got older, that thing hated me. I could not go on the screen porch. She'd turn loose and I'd have to go. It'd get up, it'd bite in my ear. It'd just tear me up. It did. That thing got mean. She finally had to turn.
You got to remember where you are on the food chain now. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Eat it.
We had one like that. It would eat me up every time
Now,
I
this
go.
was it was a male. I don't know if there's a difference between the male and the female. That sucker was mad. Man, he was mean when he got older. Now when he was young,
Males can be territorial.
yeah, when he was young like that right there, he would do what you're doing. But when he got older, good grief.
Yeah, this is a little female here.
How long will you keep her? At what age will you turn her loose?
Once she's about, I don't know, probably 6-7 months. I mean, she'll start coming and going. Because I'll open the cage and let them free roam outside.
Oh, okay.
Once they're able to regulate once she's able to regulate her body temperature on her own outside, and stay warm without, getting too cold, then I'll put her in the cage outside, and then she'll make a gradual transition from tame to wild. I mean, she'll literally go wild on her own.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
It'll get to a point where when I open the cage, she'll want to go down on the ground and then won't let you catch her. And then she'll just eventually start going up in the trees and then coming back, and she'll go back and forth on her own, and then eventually she won't come back.
Yeah.
That's the way all the other ones do.
Wow.
I mean, I've probably raised 200 raccoons and no telling how many squirrels in my lifetime. So I mean, it's just, they all make a good transition usually. Yeah. Gotta love what you do.
I have a squirrel problem in my garden, and they'll eat just about anything I plant. It amazes me what they can eat. They'll eat anything, pretty much.
The squirrels around my house love the treats I put out, and that's called my honeycomb.
Yeah, they like sweet treats. They really do.
We can't have bird feeders because the squirrel, I have probably every squirrel in Elmore County come here if I have a bird feeder out.
Just throw the seed across the ground. That's all you got to do. I wouldn't even put a feeder out. Just throw the seed out across the ground. The squirrels will get the big stuff. The birds will get the little stuff.
But we're waiting for the squirrels to just come knock on our front door. They're not scared of nothing.
I could send you my old next door neighbor. He used to go out in the front yard and shoot all our squirrels and take them inside and barbecue them.
No.
They make good dumplings now. Squirrel dumplings, you can't beat that.
They do.
Alabama squirrels are too small.
There's a fox squirrel. There's 2 fox squirrels on Maxwell down on the end of East Street at Maxwell in the cul-de-sac, and I see them every day. If I can ever get a hold of a fox squirrel, baby, I want one. That's one I've never raised, but
they're huge. They look like a big weasel almost.
Yeah, there was 2. I was down off Pike Road some time ago, and there was 2 running down beside the highway. I mean, they ran. I slowed down and just watched them, and they run parallel to the road for about a quarter of a mile before they went up in this farmer's tree on the corner. I mean, they just out in a wide open space, just trotting along.
When we lived in Casada, we had them on our property all the time.
Yeah.
Yep, got them. Got a lot of them out here in Pike Road.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of fox squirrels out there on them fence lines. I mean, there's farm country's a good place for them.
They like open areas. They're not.
Yeah, they're not a dense. Yeah, they don't like dense woods. They like hardwoods. They like open pines. They don't like dense forests at all.
Yeah.
Lounsboro's got a bunch of them down there around the management area. I see a lot down there occasionally. But they're just scattered. There's just little pockets here and there.
I tell you what amazes me about a fox squirrel is how different they can look, the markings on them, and like your squirrel, the gray squirrel, they all typically look the same, but a fox squirrel can be different colors of brown in the face and different facial markings.
I've seen them red with solid black face with white noses. I've seen them white with black faces. I've seen them just solid gray with the black heads. I've seen them brown with black heads. I've seen multiple combinations.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're unique. They're never far from giant pine cones. They like them Osage trees too. They'll get around an Osage tree and mess around with them old mock pears sometimes. Oh, sit off a box. Come here. Yeah, they're unique. So, are you in doing the reenactments, Brian?
My group does, but I don't. I do other things with them. They want me to do it. When you do that reenactment stuff, it's not cheap.
Now,
I mean,
what
reenactments
are your group doing? Like Fort Toulouse's Frontier Days?
No. My 5 great grandfathers served in the American Revolution, and that was the image behind me earlier. It was from a battle scene for the American Revolution, and the closest reenactment I know they have is actually up there in North Carolina. I think that Fort Toulouse thing is War of 1812 people.
Yes, the French and
The
Indian
reenacting
War.
they do there.
Yeah,
That's the 1820. This my war is earlier than that one. This one I'm back in the 1700s.
Okay.
But yeah, when you outfit for that, just a gun will cost you $1,500, and then you got to buy about the same amount of a uniform, you know.
Right.
And I'd rather spend $3,000 on bees.
Well, my wife and I got involved with the group down there at Fort Toulouse, and we started going down and we started buying our outfits and dressing in with them and socializing with them a pretty good bit. And we've been going, every year.
I've got a name for you. Do you know a Mike McCready from there? Mike McCready. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah. My wife knows the name. She's better with names than I am.
Yeah. I went to high school with Mike. He's some kind of historian there.
Yeah, my wife speaks French and Spanish, so she gets down around the French fort and she's able to talk with the other guys and stuff in French. So.
Wow.
Don't let her get away. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. I would like to be able to do it, but it's a time thing for me.
I have more hobbies than I can tend to now. Beekeeping is one of them, but yeah,
I'm not the chaplain this year. I'm the vice president of our CMA Christian Motorcycle chapter, and I stay so busy putting on adventure bike and dual sport rides throughout the year, and between my lawn care and landscape and my wildlife and honeybee removal business, I stay so busy. I'm spread thin as it is.
I don't know how you do it.
My kids also, dealing with them and my wife, and it's hard to juggle everything. It really is.
You're still young, Donald. You can do it.
Oh, I juggle it, but it's a toll. It takes a toll after a while.
Yeah.
And I try to help with the master's program once a year. Every time they do the master's program, I try to deal with that and help them, and help on the state level as much as I can with the bees. And
you did my hive inspection for me when I got my apprentice certificate. You're the one that worked with me.
I thought I recognized you on that part. Yeah, I've done so many. I mean, I've dealt with just about every beekeeper in the state, just about at some point or another, but I can't remember everybody's name. That's my downfall in life.
Yeah.
If I could remember names, I'd be awesome. But I just remember
Gary
faces.
Ledbetter's the one that got me into beekeeping. Gary Ledbetter's the one that got me into beekeeping.
Right, right.
I don't know if you know him.
I
Yeah.
do know Gary. Yeah, the magician.
Yes. He's
Yeah,
another person I've known as long as Jerry.
Right. Yeah, I would like to see him perform some of the magic tricks. I ain't never got to see him perform.
Hey.
I could make a hive of bees disappear.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
a lot of other beekeepers can too.
Y'all, is our meeting about to wind up? I'm gonna bail out of here.
Yeah, I think we're
Stacy?
done. I don't know if anybody else.
Yeah, I think everybody's
Can I
hanging
make
out
a motion to close the meeting?
I second it.
Add that right
Yeah.
here. We'll see y'all later.
Yep. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Good talking
See you
to
later.
everybody.
I'll be
We'll
good. Stacy,
All right.
are you still there? She left.
Night.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, John boy.
Good night. I guess